interesting driveway they have here. Okay, so we are at Noble Springs Dairy in Franklin, I guess, on the outskirts of Franklin. So we were gonna make a video about going to a dairy farm in general and trying to milk a cow. Well, we couldn't do a dairy farm for cows, so we are here for a dairy farm for goats, and they make goat cheese, so that's cool. I don't know if they're gonna let us milk a goat, but we signed up for a tour, so.
We're the only ones here. Woo.
Yep, let's do this. Hey guys. How many cows do you have?
We have 9, and then we borrow a bull. Generally, the last few years, our cows have had their calves in the fall. And that works better for our schedule since our goats have all their babies in the spring and need our attention.
They're all coming.
There's always a few. That one on the left, her name's Puzzle. She's always the first one to eat trough. She likes to eat.
Oh, look at the babies running.
Oh, when it's chilly, like, we'll be playing and stuff because they're doing it to warm up too. Today they're running, they're excited.
Like food.
You're gonna get to eat it all, girl.
Probably burns off more energy running over here than she gets from eating.
It's a whole lot to move.
That's crazy. Cow is wide. Which one? That one?
Yeah. We were just discussing yesterday. We borrowed him last year too, and he was a lot younger because he's only like, is he like 3? He didn't have his curls yet. Now he has all that curly hair like on his neck and head that he didn't have when we had him last year. Yeah, there's the other younger one. There should be 2 without you guys.
They got really deep voices.
The little babies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just wasn't expecting them to be so deep.
This cow's still due to have her baby, and so is the red one back there that's meandering over here.
So are they pregnant now?
Yeah.
You like the babies?
They're cute. Yeah, we used to have a horse. Actually, my horse, she was 28, and we had to put her down a couple weeks ago. Well, I guess it's been a month now, but I had her since I was 10.
She was 28?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy to think about how long some animals live, like horses and turtles and birds. Like, if you have them, you have pretty much to be dedicated to them for a while, or find somewhere for them to go if it turns out you won't be able to keep them.
Yeah.
But yeah, horses, it's not unheard of for them to live for 25 or 30 years. I don't know for people. Like the hatches. Yeah, we can sell stuff here if people like give us a heads up, but we actually sell it at Whole Foods in Green Hills and Franklin.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's a new Whole Foods getting built in Nashville.
I think we saw that.
I was excited about that.
It opens, I think it's opening like in January.
I guess you don't have your own store. You just
We don't
sell.
have a storefront here on the farm. In the spring and summer and early fall, we do have like a little storefront set up on Saturdays when we do the other stuff that people are welcome to just stop by and pick up some product if they want to do that. Come back in here. They get out and then they're like, I kind of want back in. Here's a good variety of eggs. But see, we get all different colors.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pick them up so you can see them too. So that's what, when I pick out what breeds of chickens I want to order,
Oh, wow.
I pick out the different ones that lay different colors of eggs because I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I guess you have those just for you guys?
We do sell eggs too, so.
Oh, okay.
I have a few friends that they know we sell them, so I sell a majority of them to just friends because they know we have them, and we only have like 15 chickens. I used to, so before my little girl was born, I had like 160 chickens.
160?
Yeah, and so
It
we were
just
getting,
seems like a lot.
we're getting like 20 to 30 dozen eggs a week.
They're all running.
He feeds them treats sometimes.
Oh, okay. So they know?
Yeah. They know when we come in. I'm glad everybody's in the pen.
There's some big pigs.
So
Wait, they found one bone of what? A chicken?
No, a purse person.
A person?
Okay, this should
No,
be
I mean,
on your YouTube
in
video.
here?
No!
Okay.
Apparently in Iowa, some guy like killed his grandson.
Oh,
Or that, well, he may have not. It may have just fallen in the pig pen, but this is like...
Yeah. Well,
But apparently, like, the crime scene investigators, all they could find in the pig pen at this place in Iowa was a one little bone.
Wow.
Because pigs will eat people. Right, Calvin? Pigs will eat people? Pigs eat people? Yeah? See? True story. I'm not making stuff up.
I believe it. These guys are huge, though.
So normally we raise pigs for getting them butchered and pork, but these two we bought with the intention of breeding them, but the more we talk to people about getting like a male pig, the more people discourage us from doing that because apparently male pigs can be pretty aggressive. And their names are Betty and Rosie. Because we don't really want to get them butchered or eat them because they're kind of pets. But we've
really
raised,
big pets.
yeah, we've raised like 10 pigs over the years, and none of them have been like pets. We've been okay with butchering them. Like, it's the way it is. They're treated really nice while they're here. But that's what one of my friends, she's like, I don't really want them because I don't have to feed them over the winter. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of the reason we want to sell them because they're really expensive to feed. Because obviously, when you're this big of an animal, you're going to eat a lot.
Yeah.
But they're friendly. They were only almost 30 pounds probably when we got them. They were little. And now they weigh probably like 450. It's hard to even see her eyes. Like, I don't know if it's because the hair around the eyes or what, but it's hard, and they wiggle around so much. It's hard to get good pictures of them.
Yeah.
But I actually write children's books.
You write children's books?
Yeah. It is just something that kind of evolved. But the first book is like these two, the main characters are two goats that are going around trying to help all their farm friends in the different books. Well, the first book is they're helping their friend find his beard because he wants a beard like his dad, so they come up with all these creative ways to give him a beard. But the second book is Rosie Rises, and so
And that's her?
yes, the goats and the other animals on the farm are trying to come up with a way to get Rosie to the top of the hills because she's so big she just can't find her will to get to the top of the hill. And so that's why I'm like,
So do you actually sell these books?
well, the first one I got published and I've been selling, the Billy Gets His Beard, but I have the second one written in illustrated. I just haven't printed it yet with her. But that's why it's hard. I want to make sure if she goes to a new home, she finds a really good home because my book has her in it.
We'll have to check out the books.
Yeah, they're geared towards like 0 to 6, like age range there. So something that you could
got
read.
baby,
First
give
one.
it to,
Not
yeah.
my baby, but my nephew. He's 4 months.
But it's insane how strong their snouts are. Like just moving that.
Yeah, just moving around the mud.
Yeah. Looking for something else to eat. Because they clearly are starved. So the male goats are over in the barn over there. And we keep all of them separate because we want to keep track of who breeds who because all of our goats are registered. But we also keep them away from visitors because male goats smell bad. The
Okay.
female goats don't really smell bad, but the male goats can smell bad and people are always surprised when they get that smell on them.
Did not know that.
Yeah, they have like scent glands. And
Gotcha, that makes
they
sense.
also, to like kind of mark their territory. So these are all female goats that were born in February and March of this year. And so we call our female goats does. And so these will all have their first babies at about 14 to 16 months old. And then once they have their babies, that'll trigger them to start making milk. And they'll be able to go up to the other barn where you saw the bigger goats and start producing milk for us and being milked twice a day every day.
So I guess once they start producing milk, do they just keep the milk?
So,
Or do they have to keep having babies? What was that?
Depending on the goat and how well it's milking and how much milk it makes, you could she could have babies one time and you could milk her for multiple years. A lot of ours we will rebreed. So since they're pregnant 5 months, they go on vacation for the last 2 months of their pregnancy and take like a rest time. And then once they have babies and come back into milk again, they'll go back up and join in with the milking line and get milked twice a day again. But you can once they have babies one time, you could milk them. I think the longest we've milked a goat is 4 years. So, but sometimes people notice their eyes because they have kind of rectangular shaped pupils. And then another thing that people notice is their wattles. So on their neck, they have like these little hangy wattles. And they don't really serve a purpose. Sometimes they'll have two, sometimes they'll have one, or one will be up under the ear or on the ear. And they, like I was talking about earlier, they're super curious.
Yeah.
So they're gonna lick and nibble or try to eat.
You like the goats?
He looks like he likes the goats.
Yeah.
So we have different breeds of goats too. That's why there's different colors. Anything with black on it, with upright ears, is an Alpine. White is a Saanen, and like chocolate with white is a Toggenburg. And then I don't know if you noticed, there's a few with long ears. Those are called Nubians. And we have 3 of those. There's 2 over there and 1 back there. And they can come in any color.
That one
too.
eating right now.
Yeah.
So has big floppy ears. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and they can come in any color. The Nubians.
Yeah. You get your book. Yeah. No. He likes my sleeves.
The goats up here are all the adult females that we milk, and they get milked twice a day, every day, all year round. They all can go outside and out into the pasture and do whatever they want, but a lot of times if it's raining or it looks like it might rain, they're gonna be in the barn because goats, if they have a choice, don't like getting wet.
Makes sense.
So if you see goats or sheep that are like out in the weather eating and don't seem to mind, it's because they've never been given a choice.
Aww.
Oh wow.
So-
Yeah.
If they're given a choice, they really want to be somewhere where it's dry. I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
So they kind of know. They get milked at 5 in the morning and 5 at night, and so they know it's not really milking time yet. So they're all just laying down. If you come when it's like anytime after 3:30 or 4, they all stand up and come stare at you if they're in here because they're waiting to be milked, and they're like, I know it's getting close. Let me in there.
Now, do y'all manually milk them, or do you have a machine to milk them?
We have a machine that milks them. Just like any animal, they get used to that routine and us milking them. Most of the time when they, like the ones we saw down there, that it'll be their first time being milked this spring, they're uneasy at first, but then they know that they get a reward and they see the other goats are doing it. So usually within a week, they know the routine and they're just confident and hold still and are pretty good. So luckily they're pretty smart and easily trained. So right now we're milking about 90 goats, and it takes about an hour and a half each time. So we spend about 3 hours a day just milking the goats. Plus we also make products from their milk. So we're pretty busy most of the time.
What kind of cheeses do you make?
So we make primarily a soft goat cheese called Chev, and then we also make,
I was wondering how to pronounce that
yeah.
because I've seen a lot of different ways.
Some people will pronounce it a little different, but we just say Chev. Some people say Chever
Yeah.
or Chevra.
Chevrolet.
So, but we just say Chev. So majority of our milk goes to be made into the soft goat cheese of Chev, but we also make feta, and then we sell bottled milk, yogurt. Sometimes we have like soft ripen cheeses that we make and sell. So a little bit of everything. But are you looking? So when it's time to milk, that gate over there opens and the gate at the end opens, and we let them in this area. And then there's 2 doors here, so they go in on the left side, and we let 12 in, and then they come back out on this side and go back out.
So they just line up on their own?
Yeah, they just know.
That's cool.
So that's how they go back out. That gate
Oh,
right there
okay.
swings closed. They just
Awesome.
So they come in here and they get milked, and they put their heads in towards each little slot, and it the bar like flips down and it locks them in, so they can't pull their head back out until you're done and you release them all. So we let 12 in, and they milk, or they hold still. We clean them down, we milk them, and then we put another dip on them and we let them out. And usually it takes about 10 minutes per group of 12. Sometimes when they're milking more, like at their peak earlier in the spring, it may take like 15 minutes to milk all of them. But you can just switch back and forth. So we have 6 claws and 12 goats. So we kind of just milk one and then swing it over to the other one and milk her.
So I guess one of these would go on one goat.
Right, because they have 2 teats. So goats have 2 teats and cows have 4 teats. And cows make a whole lot more milk than goats do. Most of the goats, if they're milking a gallon a day, that's pretty good for living in the South. Sometimes people that live in more mild climates, like up in the Pacific Northwest or Northern California, they can get goats to milk like 2 gallons a day because they're in a more mild climate than we are down here. So while we're milking, it pumps into here and then up and through the wall and into this room.
So it goes into here.
Yeah, that glass jar.
Okay.
And then that stainless steel pipe is connected to the glass jar and goes up and through the wall. And then it comes into this room. And this pipe will normally be swung into this tank. But right now we're actually making a batch of shove. And so our milk tank is empty. But this is where it gets refrigerated because goat's body temperature is around 102 degrees. And the milk, you want it to be below 45. And the cooler, or the faster it cools down, the better quality milk you're going to have, and taste is going to be better. So we get it in here, get it cooled, and store it here until we're ready to make cheese. And here is where we make all the cheese. Like the first step in making our cheese is we pasteurize the milk. And so all of our products are pasteurized, and we use low temperature pasteurization, which means our milk is heated to about 145 degrees, and it's held there for 30 minutes. So some companies use high temperature, and some
like most of the stuff you get from the grocery store. Yeah.
They do that because that way they'll have a longer shelf life. Makes sense for them, but we want to have like the highest quality product that we can provide. And so we use low temperature pasteurization. But this is the pasteurizer right here. So like that thing is stirring to make sure that.
Oh, so you have milk in there right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
that way it doesn't burn on the sides. Like just like when you're stirring a pot for cooking, you want to stir it to make sure it doesn't get too hot.
Interesting.
Get to try some cheese.
Get to try some cheese.
I thought we were just gonna tour and get some milk and go. We get cheese.
Just plain chev.
Plain chev.
Yeah.
Which is basically what we're making.
Yeah, that'll be what you make.
That's good.
So then this one is garlic and herb.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
You like that? I like that garlic and herb one.
Yeah, that was good.
Pretty good.
So if we do make a lot, then we can just experiment with different flavors.
And then this one is cherry and cranberry.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
With the dessert cheese.
So are those the 4 that you primarily make?
Those are the 4 flavors we make in tubs. And so we make some cheeses that are like mold shaped. So they're like molded cheeses, and they're called logs. And so we sell those to a lot of Kroger stores. And there's a sweet one of those called the Busy Bee that's cranberry and honey. That's really popular.
That one's really good. Over in the camera.
Oh, cute. I'm gonna have to get a t-shirt.
Canyon's all about t-shirts. Pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool. I think I'm more excited about the shirt than the milk.
Well, of course you are. You're not even going to be dealing with the milk. We just got done at Noble Springs Dairy, doing our little tour. Pretty cool. I don't remember the last time I did a farm tour.
I don't think I've ever done a farm tour.
Maybe never. Definitely not a dairy farm tour, so that was really cool. We got a half gallon of their goat milk. These are quart size, so I got 2 of them. They are $5 a piece. This video was really one of those, like, you know, support local farms, that kind of deal, just because they, you know, local farms need help, and usually you'll get a better product from a smaller farm or dairy farm. They have their cheese and milk available at Kroger. Some Krogers, they don't really know which ones because they go through a different supplier. Whole Foods, Turnip Trucks, which they said was in East Nashville and the Gulch. Produce Place, don't know where that is, and the Franklin and Nashville farmers markets. They make their own cheese, as you saw. We tried some different cheeses, and that is actually the kind of cheese that I am going to be making tomorrow. Hopefully it goes okay, but that's going to be tomorrow's video.
My favorite cheeses was the original and the garlic and herb.
What about the cranberry?
I didn't really care for it.
It stopped raining now.
Of course.
There's a downpour. We just ran to the car. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be tomorrow's video. We don't really have anything else going on today, so I think we're just going to go ahead and end it here because it's raining. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Another weird random Vlogmas video. Different, but I liked it. That was the other thing. We are going to be coming back in the spring when all the goats have their kids.
So we can do some kid cuddling.
Kid cuddling. So that is it. Making cheese tomorrow, so make sure you come back for that adventure.
I'm ready to go.
All right. Bye.